Welcome to Swords and Hammers, where truth comes clothed in tales, and the soul remembers what the mind forgets. The world is loud, but for these few minutes, it can wait. Settle in and listen well. The Underground Mirror. From the Confession of Wilson Blackstone. I am a sick man. I am a spiteful man. But most of all, I am a man who discovered that the commandment to love your neighbor as yourself becomes a curse when you despise yourself with scientific precision. I will tell you how I came to understand this, though you will not believe me. You will think it is madness, this story of a mirror that showed me not my face, but my soul, and how that vision nearly killed me before it saved me. But I swear on my own wretchedness, which at least I know is real. I was an ordinary office worker in the municipal office, 43 years old, living in a basement room that matched my soul, damp, dark, with walls that pressed closer each night. My work was recording births and deaths, watching life's extremes through forms and signatures, never touching either joy or grief, only documenting them with perfect penmanship. I had memorized all the commandments, you understand, especially that golden one. Do unto others, as you would have them do unto you. It tormented me. How could I treat others as I wished to be treated when I wished to be left alone to rot? When what I desired most was annihilation. Should I then annihilate others? This is not sophisticated theology, I know. But I am not a sophisticated man. I am a worm who learned to read, and reading only taught me I was a worm. The crisis began. But no, I must tell you about Vera first. She worked in the office above mine, filing marriages. Young, not beautiful, I must be honest. But with eyes that suggested she had never learned the essential truth that humans are vile. She would smile at me. Smile, as if I were worthy of facial muscles moving upward on my behalf. "Good morning, Wilson Blackstone," she would say, and I would grunt, hating her for the greeting, hating myself for wanting it, hating the universe for making me need what I could not bear to receive. One day, she brought me tea. Set it on my desk without a word, because she had learned words made me hostile. The cup sat there, steaming, accusing me with its warmth. I wanted to dash it against the wall. I wanted to weep into it. I did neither. I let it grow cold, then drank it in one bitter gulp, punishment and sacrament combined. The crisis began that night. I was walking home, the usual route through the market square, when I saw a beggar beating a dog. A small thing, already half dead, whimpering as the stick fell again and again. The beggar's face, I will never forget it. It wore an expression of detached concentration, like someone practicing penmanship. "Stop," I heard myself say. The beggar looked at me with eyes like dead windows. "Why? It is mine. Bought it. Fed it. Own it. I will do what I like." "But it is suffering." "So am I. Every moment. Who stops my suffering? Do unto others, is that not right? Well, I am doing unto this creature exactly what has been done unto me." I wanted to argue, but the logic was perfect. Horrible, but perfect. If we treat others as we have been treated, or as we treat ourselves, and if we have been treated as refuse, and then we treat ourselves as refuse, then... I gave the beggar money for the dog. Too much money, all I had. He laughed, threw the stick away, took the coins. The dog crawled to me, broken ribs visible through patchy fur, one eye swollen shut, still trying to wag its tail. The attempt at joy despite everything. It was obscene. I carried it home, named it Nothing, because that is what we both were. Fed it scraps, watched it heal with disturbing resilience. It would lick my hand, and I would yank away as if burned. Love from a creature I had saved was unbearable. It suggested I was savable too, which was obviously false. But here is where the fever truly began. I started seeing everything doubled, tripled, reflected infinitely. When I was cruel to myself, skipping meals, sleeping on the floor instead of the bed, flagellating myself with memories, I saw how this cruelty leaked out, poisoned everything I touched. The golden rule reversed. I was doing unto others exactly as I did unto myself, and I was killing everything. Vera noticed, because saints always notice. "Wilson Blackstone, are you ill?" "I'm exactly as I have always been." "Yes," she said quietly. "That is what I mean." That night, nothing died. Simply stopped breathing while lying beside me. I had fed it, tended its wounds, but I had never, could never. I had withheld the one thing it needed most: affection, touch. The simple acknowledgement that its existence was good. I held its small corpse and laughed, then wept, then laughed again, because I finally understood. I had killed it with the poverty of my self-regard. The golden rule had operated perfectly. I had given the dog exactly what I gave myself: food and shelter, but no love; care, but no kindness; existence, but no justification for existing. I must have made noise, because Vera appeared at my door. How she knew, how she got in. These are mysteries I cannot explain. Saints have their ways. She saw me holding the dead dog, saw my face, and did something extraordinary. She did not comfort me. She slapped me. Hard. My head rang like a bell. "You idiot!" she said, and her voice was different, fierce. "You absolute fool. You think you are the first person to discover self-hatred? You think your wretchedness is special? You are drowning in self-pity and calling it philosophy. You don't understand. I understand perfectly. You cannot love others as yourself because you do not love yourself. So start there. Impossible. I know what I am. No, you know what you think you are. There is a difference." She took my face in her hands, forced me to look at her. "God loves you. Despite everything, because of everything, in the middle of everything, God loves you. And if God loves you, who are you to disagree? God is mistaken." She slapped me again. "God is not mistaken. You are. Your entire logic is inverted. You think the commandment says, love others as you love yourself, starting from your own self-regard. But it says, love your neighbor as yourself, as if they were yourself. See yourself in them first, and in seeing how you want mercy for them, learn to want it for yourself." I wanted to argue, but something was breaking inside me. Not breaking down, breaking open, like ice in spring. Violent and necessary. "That beggar," I said. "He was me." Yes, and the dog was me. Yes, and you, am you, if you had made different choices. We are all each other, Wilson. That is what the golden rule really means. Not be nice because it comes back to you, but recognize there is no ultimate separation between you and them. Their suffering is yours, their joy is yours, their salvation is yours. I looked at Nothing's small body, then at Vera, then at my own hands, which had never seemed like my hands before, always like foreign objects attached to my wrists. I cannot suddenly love myself. Then start by not actively hating yourself. That is enough for today. She buried the dog with me, said words over it that made it seem like something more than a failed rescue. Then she did something even stranger. She asked me to do something for her. What? Tomorrow, bring me tea at exactly 10 o'clock with 2 sugars. Why? Because I am asking you to. Because treating me as you would want to be treated means giving me what I actually want, not what your self-hatred thinks I deserve. That night, I didn't sleep on the floor. Not out of self-love, I was not there yet. But as an experiment, if Vera was me in another form, and I would not make her sleep on floors, then, the next morning, at exactly 10 o'clock, I brought her tea. 2 sugars. My hands shook, but I brought it. She smiled. Not at me exactly, but at the act, at the possibility it represented. Thank you, Wilson Blackstone. It is just tea. No, it is you practicing being human. It is you learning that the golden rule is not about perfection, but about practice. You practice treating others well, and slowly, accidentally, you learn to include yourself in others. I wish I could say I was transformed instantly. I was not. But something had changed. The mirror of my self-perception had cracked, and through the cracks, light entered. Not much light, but enough to see that maybe, possibly, I was as worthy of kindness as anyone else, which is to say, not worthy at all, but receiving it anyway, as grace. The golden rule, I learned, is not a measurement, but a medicine. You take it daily, whether you believe in it or not, and slowly it heals what you did not even know was broken. You treat others as you would want to be treated, and in the process, discover what you actually want. Not annihilation, but acknowledgement. Not perfection, but acceptance. Not judgment, but that terrifying thing called love. I still live in the basement. I still record births and deaths. But now I see them differently. Each birth a possibility of kindness, each death a completion of attempts at love. And every day at 10 o'clock, I bring Vera tea, practicing being human, practicing the golden rule not as achievement, but as aspiration. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, even when you are the other, especially then. Seller.